Charlie was a small, fluffy calico cat with a penchant for adventure. She lived with her owner, Lucy, in a quiet little cottage at the edge of a forest. Charlie had always loved the peacefulness of the woods, where birds chirped and the breeze rustled through the trees. But there was one thing Charlie loved more than anything else: midnight picnics. Every so often, as the moon rose high and the stars twinkled in the sky, Lucy would pack a basket with her favorite foods, sandwiches, fruit, and a jar of lemonade, and together, she and Charlie would wander into the woods. Charlie would lead the way, her tail high in the air, her paws making soft, rhythmic steps on the cool earth. Lucy would follow behind, humming a gentle tune as the night air grew cooler. One particularly clear night, Charlie felt an extra spark of excitement. Tonight, the picnic was special. She could sense it. As the two of them ventured deeper into the woods, Charlie's nose twitched as the scent of pine and fresh grass filled the air. The moonlight danced on the leaves, casting silvery patterns on the ground. They reached their usual spot near a small clearing, surrounded by tall oak trees. Lucy set down the blanket, and they settled in, enjoying the calm of the forest. Charlie nibbled on a piece of chicken that Lucy had packed for her, her eyes gleaming in the soft light. The world around them was quiet, save for the gentle rustling of leaves and the occasional hoot of an owl in the distance. But tonight, something was different. As they finished their meal, Charlie looked up at the sky and noticed a flicker among the stars. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, but the flicker grew brighter, and then it began to descend. A small, glowing light floated down toward them, and before Charlie could react, it landed softly on the ground beside her. It was a firefly, but not just any firefly. This one had glowing wings that shimmered in the moonlight, casting a magical glow across the clearing. Charlie's eyes widened in awe as the firefly blinked at her, as if inviting her to follow. Without hesitation, she leaped to her paws and trotted after the glowing creature, her tail flicking excitedly behind her. Lucy laughed and followed along, watching as the firefly led them deeper into the forest. They wandered for what seemed like hours, the firefly guiding them with its soft light, until they reached a hidden grove. The trees here were unlike any Charlie had seen before, tall and ancient, their trunks twisted and gnarled. In the center of the grove stood a large stone pedestal, covered in moss and ivy. As Charlie approached the pedestal, the firefly floated above it and blinked brightly, illuminating the stone. To Lucy's amazement, a small, glowing flower began to bloom on top of the pedestal. It was the most beautiful flower she had ever seen, its petals a deep shade of blue, shimmering like the stars themselves. Charlie, fascinated, pawed at the glowing flower gently. To her surprise, it responded, its petals opening wider as she touched it. The firefly hovered nearby, as if watching them, its glow growing brighter. After a moment, the flower began to slowly close, and the firefly, now glowing even brighter, flickered away into the night sky. Lucy and Charlie sat there in silence, the magic of the moment filling the air around them. They returned to the clearing, their hearts full of wonder. The firefly's gift, a magical flower, would stay with them forever, a reminder of the beauty and mystery of the midnight woods. From that night on, every midnight picnic felt a little more special. Charlie knew the woods held many more secrets, and she couldn't wait to discover them all.